What happened was.
Hey friends, it's so nice to see you. It's today, the time is now. You are here and the weather is outside your window.
Currently starring in Flight at the Dallas Opera running through March 13th. Please welcome Kristen Choi to the show.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. So good to see you.
Great to see you. I mostly see you on stage these days because we are in Flight together at the Dallas Opera. You're on stage way more than me.
I know, but your presence is felt.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Oh, my goodness. Is this your Dallas Opera debut?
It is. So
Wow.
exciting.
What a
Yeah.
great role to make your debut in.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, you're playing the flight attendant, one of the flight attendants. There's a pair of flight attendants. They're
Yeah.
hilarious and scandalous.
Yeah. All the time.
Yeah. And I love the most, even though your singing is so wonderful, but the intro you and Will do to kind of break the ice with the audience. You, as if they're on the airplane, you give them the flight instructions prior to.
Yeah, and it's cool because like I've never met Will before actually before this gig.
Oh, wow.
And it's crazy, right? Because we have to like be all over each other almost like the
Yeah.
entire time. And
Yeah.
it's kind of like, hi, I'm Kristen. Nice to meet you. All right, I'm gonna touch you everywhere.
Because you're
But that's
having
probably
basically an affair or you're in a relationship. What's your view on it?
I think like our characters are just really they live for the thrill of the moment. But how we're playing it in this production is that the stewardess might want a little bit more emotional like connection from the steward, and she
Sure.
doesn't really give her that. And when she doesn't get it, she kind of goes back to her old ways and goes, oh well, that's life, like that's the way we live. And it's just like all these relationships and connections we have, especially as flight attendants, are super fleeting.
Yeah, of course.
You
Because,
know, like
yeah.
planes taking off.
Well, it kind of runs parallel to the career of an opera singer because
Yeah,
we have these
exactly.
fleeting, 1 month relationships. And like you and I first met in 2016 in LA.
Akhenaten, yeah, when you
Yeah,
were
and this is really our first time like working together and being
yeah, yeah.
um, but those fleeting relationships, it's something that's very real in our career. And
Mhm.
then we just follow each other on social media and, cross paths again in the future, but we never know when.
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of that is like flight in a nutshell, like because everybody gets so close to each other because they're stranded at an airport, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden then they just kind of go their separate ways.
Yep.
So like this opera is kind of like the way we live our lives on gigs
It's so
in
true. Yeah.
general.
It's a really special piece. I really love it. And it's my second time doing it. And I have grown even fonder of it, just being around it again and
Mhm.
listening to it even deeper. And also the experiences we've been through in the past couple of years. I think we're all desperate for community, and this show is about community.
Yeah, this is my first in theater production out of the pandemic, actually.
Oh
Isn't
my
that crazy?
goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. 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 That's so special.
I did some other outdoor things, but it's just different, being in
Yeah.
a theater
Oh,
with
it's really different.
costumes,
Yep.
full
Yeah.
orchestra. Like, yeah, it's pretty emotional, and
Oh, yeah.
I'm really happy it's the show. And God, what a cast,
Oh my goodness.
like,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's a very luxurious casting.
Hmm,
Yeah.
hmm.
And I think what people don't see is we're backstage, and as soon as we leave stage, we put our masks on again, and everyone
Oh,
working backstage is wearing a mask. So in a way, it's a return to normal, but also not because we're really just moving forward with great caution, and we're all testing every few days, and
yeah,
it's
the most cautious,
yeah,
seriously.
yeah,
Yeah. We
really
didn't we didn't even get to have an opening night party, but
no party. I had
that's
a party. You didn't have a party?
not really.
I drove through
Um,
Taco Bell. That was my party. It
you
was.
what?
I drove through Taco Bell drive-through.
Hey.
I had a party. Yeah.
That's not a party. I don't know what it is.
I had loud music, the windows down, 6 crunchy
Yeah.
tacos. It was really
But
riotous.
that's a small price to pay for like having this whole production go, like
Yeah, for
so
sure.
smoothly and so worth it, like it's a party on stage, if anything.
Oh my
So
goodness. Yeah, yeah. I get jealous because you all are having so much fun.
I know you have to look at
You're
us all
working so
serious.
hard. Yeah. But you're working so hard, but you're on stage for like 3 hours, and it
Yeah.
seems like there's a tipping point where it's just like everyone's just having a blast.
I wish the immigration officer could come on stage during like the conga line scene and just sneak in the background doing some like shimmies and then
I
sneaking
would
off.
love that. I would love that. The thing that breaks my heart the most is I don't get to sing that last ensemble with all of you because
Mm.
it's so beautiful. But I stand in the wings and I watch and I cry and
Just one single tear.
one. Yeah. So
Mm.
how did you get into opera?
It was kind of like it all kind of happened by not mistake, but so I knew I wanted to major in music, and I grew up doing a lot of musical theater and jazz, like jazz in high school.
Cool.
And so I wanted to do something in music. So I went to Cal Poly Slow majoring in music, but not like really knowing what to do. Like this is in San Luis Obispo in Central California. And then when you have like your aha moment in a voice lesson, like I
Sure.
finally figured out resonance, vibrato, that kind of stuff
Yeah.
halfway through undergrad. And then my teacher's like, I think you should do opera. And I said, oh, okay. And then
Oh
I just
no.
auditioned randomly for grad schools, got into San Francisco Conservatory, and like it's just been kind of snowballing since then. But actually because of opera, everything kind of went full circle. I returned to do musicals. Like I was on a national tour for King and I, and like it's just like kind of gotten me opportunities that I never thought I would have had before. And
Yeah.
it's kind of just been like a happy accident, or I could say like opera found me or something like that.
Oh,
But
sure.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that's so cool. And having done musical theater and opera, do you see that there's a big difference between them, or are they more
they
similar?
have their own different challenges, I think. Like how opera, like we get days off in between, but it's such a pressurized like environment, like high pressure, like
Yes.
the very few shows we get to do. Whereas in musicals, you can kind of not coast, but like there's just so much. There's so many shows. You know this, like the
Comfort.
whole
Yeah.
8 shows a week thing. It tests you so much mentally
Yeah.
and physically in a different way that opera does. Like two dossiers, man. Like
Yeah.
having 2 shows in one day is just another monster in itself to tackle.
Yeah.
But they are both rewarding and challenging in their own ways, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Do you ever
But
miss 8 shows a week?
I miss traveling like every week.
Yeah.
I didn't get tired of it. I was on tour for maybe I think 8 months, 8, 9 months, and like I
Oh,
could have been on it a little longer. I mean, I was there for the closing of it, but it kind of like makes me want to like I wouldn't mind doing another tour again. It would be
oh yeah.
fun.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What's your like musical theater dream role?
Oh, oh man, that's so hard. Anything Sondheim,
Yeah.
I think. You just did Sweeney,
Yeah.
so I want to do a Mrs. Lovett one day.
Heck yeah.
That's that's so amazing. Like that role, I covered it before, and it was so
Wow.
fun
Oh,
getting to work on the dialect and stuff.
it's
That
great.
was so great. But let's see, like yeah, even like Hamilton would be fun
Oh
just
yeah.
to try different styles of music. But there's just so much out there, like even the old golden age classical musical theater, like Rodgers and Hammerstein stuff is all good. But
Great.
but I'd say Sondheim, Sweeney, or Into the Woods would be
Into the
fun.
Woods.
Into the Woods.
So
Yeah.
good. Who would you play in Into the Woods?
Baker's wife, baby. I
Yeah,
would love to
yeah,
be
you'd be great.
Baker's wife.
You'd be so funny. You're one of the funniest people I know. And
Oh, thanks.
yeah,
That
yeah.
means so much.
Oh yeah, it's true. And also during the last 2 years, you entertained us all by dancing on TikTok and
Yeah.
like you know, just putting yourself out there, but it was like seemed like it was for you, and
Yeah. And it's really good exercise,
yeah,
like
yeah,
dancing, and it like keeps the mind going. Like when your mind has to memorize sequences for the body, I just think it's just good for everybody. Like
sure.
everybody, especially performers, like we need movement and like
Oh, oh yeah,
keeps our brain in shape for like walking and stuff. So
yeah. Did you
yeah.
take a lot of dance class in your life?
I was like when I was younger, I took a lot of jazz and hip hop. I was on hip hop team in high school and
Yes.
I kept taking classes. Like I actually still take class. I was taking class locally in Torrance, like back in like LA, and
Awesome.
it was always so fun, and I'll just keep dancing until I can't, you know? It's like a
Yeah.
fun
No,
hobby that makes me happy, and
I hear that.
I'm glad it spreads joy.
Yeah, it does spread joy. It really does. It's important. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
interesting because both singing and dance are things that we're almost like taught to shy away from after we're kids. It's like, oh, well, that's for professionals now. And they're both things that anyone can do, and it feels really good and it's good for you. You
Yeah,
know, the joy.
expression, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Everybody should everybody should be accepted to just bust a move and dance or do whatever they want, even if it's like how like what is bad dancing really, you know?
There's
Like
no such thing. Yeah,
if you're having fun doing it, then
yeah.
great.
It's the
Like
same with singing. Like when people are like, "Oh, I can't sing," it's like everyone can sing. Absolutely
mhm,
everyone, and you
mhm.
should because it is healthy and good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
changes everything, the way you feel
Mhm.
inside.
Like we need art, I think, and
Oh man, we need art right now. Yeah.
yeah, we need art so much.
Yes. Yeah. It's like
Yes.
everybody should just get a couple weeks off and be forced to like paint, dance, write a short story, like sing,
Yeah.
like
Make
put on
some
a play. Yeah.
thing, build things, like whatever. Yeah,
Macaroni
exactly.
art, like glue some elbow macaroni on a piece of paper and spray paint it. Like do
That
something.
sounds like a blast.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
I mean, I
Yeah.
did that a lot during pandemic, actually. Like, I got a lot of hobbies. Like, I got more outdoorsy and did like sports and things, but also like art wise, like I danced more, I drew more.
That's awesome.
Like that's how I ended up drawing the card I made for opening night, and
So amazing.
yeah, yeah, it's like,
I have it
oh
right
yeah,
here. Hold, please. Because everyone
I
needs to
missed your facial hair because I didn't know it was under that mask for a while, and then, but you can tell it's you.
Amazing.
Yay! There
You
you
drew
are, brooding
this.
on the side.
I can't believe you drew this, and that's me. There you are.
Yeah,
It's so beautiful. I didn't realize you drew it at first. I thought you like commissioned someone.
I read that too, but no, when I have an emotional attachment to something, especially like a show, like like as for like usually opening night gifts, like I will usually draw something from the
I
show.
love that.
And I had to draw everybody because
Yeah.
this is such an ensemble show and it's such a huge, amazing cast that it
Yeah.
was like a labor of love, you know, like I was having so much fun like winding down, drawing it. And
Yeah.
that was like, yeah, one of the hobbies I picked up in pandemic because I used to doodle when I was younger, but nothing really like super amazing. But like it's just something I did for fun, and I'm really happy that it brought people like joy, like a smile to their face.
Oh
And
yeah, for sure. It's the
yeah.
best opening night gift by far.
Thank you.
Hmm. Hmm.
Really
Well, can I ask you some silly questions?
yes, ask away.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Zodiac sign.
Virgo.
Favorite flavor of ice cream?
Salted caramel.
Yum. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Good answer. Beach or mountains?
Oh, right now in my mind, I like mountains.
Nice.
Right
Nice.
now.
Yeah. Yeah. Like desert or Arctic tundra?
I'd rather be cold. I'd rather be cold. Arctic tundra.
Really? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't like to sweat too much. I don't
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough.
Yeah.
I'd choose the
would say-
desert though, for sure.
Yeah, the desert. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe because I live by the desert. I'm like,
Yeah. What's your favorite musical of all time?
Favorite musical of all time. Into the Woods. I guess. Yeah.
What's your favorite opera of all time?
Oh, dang.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to be? There's so many, but can I have like a top 2?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
You can have 3.
Okay, top 3. I will say. I love Bohem. I just do, even though I can never sing in it. I love it. Berter and let's see. Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh, nice. That's a good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good cross section of like.
Honestly, like Flight is kind of creeping up there. I really like ensemble shows.
Yeah.
They're just more fun. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, those are my top 3.
I like it.
Really
Well,
random and different, but yes.
Oh, that's a good season. I would go see that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, this is tough. You can only listen to one singer for the rest of your life. Who is it? Any genre.
One singer for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
For the rest of my life. Oh God. Okay. Wait. Any genre, one singer, rest of my life. I gotta go back down to when I was a kid. Mariah Carey.
That's the best answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Good.
just listened to her on loop when I was like
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, like that whole my adolescence. Yeah, I could listen to her forever.
What's your favorite Mariah Carey song?
Always be my baby.
Nice. That's a good one. All right. You can have a weekend away with any 3 people who have ever lived. Who are they?
My favorite member of BTS, Kim Taehyung. Mozart, because I feel like he would make dirty jokes the whole time.
Yeah.
And then person that would be just cool to hang out with. Who would I think would be cool to hang out with? Oh, I'll say like a comedian. Who do I want to hang out with? Who would you say?
Oh man, I don't know.
Did anybody ask you this question? I'm like,
No one's asked me.
Dang it!
Yeah.
But off the top of your head, can you think of one? I was like, maybe that'll inspire me to say something.
Yeah, I guess I would go Meryl Streep, Beyonce, and Julius Caesar.
That's amazing. Julius Caesar. Okay.
And only because I traced back my Ancestry.com to Julius Caesar, and I was like, oh, he's my grandfather. Cool.
It's amazing.
But, I mean, he's probably everyone's grandfather, real talk. 'Cause
Yeah.
a long time ago.
I would say Beyonce too. Just 'cause
Yeah, Beyonce.
I don't know if Beyonce would get along with. I don't know if anybody would get along with Mozart, but it would just be weird.
BTS, Mozart, and Beyonce. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fantastic. All right, here's 2 tough ones. You can go back in time to any moment in your life and tell your younger self in that moment one thing.
I would say maybe tell myself one thing. And maybe it would be, I wouldn't change anything, but first heartbreak, I would say it really is going to be okay. And then my lowest point of like when I was getting a lot of rejections, I think it would just be to comfort myself. Yeah. Like it's gonna get better. It's gonna be okay. Like that kind of stuff.
Starring in Dallas Opera's Flight.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, the final question is, what is the meaning of life?
The meaning of life. I think I'm not gonna go down. I used to be religious about this, but I'm not anymore. And I really think, well, at least the meaning of my life or like what I want to pursue is I just want to pursue my happiness, and I want to like achieve full happiness and keep it, and I think everybody has the right to be happy. And
That's a Sondheim song.
yes, everybody has the right to be.
Everybody has the right to be happy.
Yeah.
Now, that's a show about people that assassinate presidents. So that's,
Yes.
We don't need
I'm
to.
actually gonna go see that at home. That show, that's so funny.
But I love that show.
I love that show too. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be great in that.
Thank you. I'm actually gonna go see it. Played by East West players. That's all Asian cast playing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for coming on What Happened Was on the Dallas Opera Network. And I'll see you on stage at the Dallas Opera tonight.
See you tonight.
Can't wait.
Thanks, Zach.
That's all for today's episode. Puppies and rainbows till we meet again.